Okay, everyone, and let's get started. I want to show you now what that specific tornado technique or method is I'm using. First of all, what I would like to say is, how does everybody start actually doing the target keyword method, or like building up a website or a page? Basically, you have your target keyword set up, and then everybody is basically going to say, okay, that's cool, I have a specific target keyword I want to go after. And then what you do is basically you say, you know what, I create an article, and then okay, what I do is I spread out that specific target keyword multiple times into my website or page and in that specific article. And when you do that, then we say basically, okay, this is keyword stuffing. And we also all realized that if you do that, you're not really successful in basically ranking with your web pages, because Google's algorithm is really very smart, and it figured out, okay, if you basically have like 300 words in your article and then you mention this keyword 10,000 times or whatever, you get the point. It's just too much. Anyways, then what is happening is basically that if you do that, it's just not working. So we all know that. On the other side, people said then, okay, then what I do is I just can't mention the specific target keyword so many times in my page and article. So what I'm going to do is simple. I just reduce them, and I probably just mention them 2 or 3 times in my text. Or the other thing, what they try to do is, and many people say like, oh, just look at the keyword density, and as long as you only hit just like 1% of that specific keyword, you're fine. So I was testing that method as well, and I was never actually really successful. So it was quite the opposite. So I can clearly tell you that this specific method is a big no. So this is, of course, something where I say, like, if you build pages like that, you will end up being anywhere but in the top 10 of Google. So this is what I have to say, just doesn't work at all. So the question is now, what does actually really work, and how should you basically target that? So if you have a specific target keyword, then you have to understand one thing. It's not just about that one target keyword. What you have to do that this stuff works, that you can rank your sites and pages, is a so-called tornado. This is what you have to build up. The tornado, basically, what is that? What is it doing? Well, you have to think about that the tornado collects lots and lots and lots of different relevant keywords to your target keyword. And what you do is, it works like a funnel. It works like I would say like a magnetic field or a super funnel that takes all the other relevant keywords and funnels it through and supports your target keyword. Of course, why does it work like that? Because if you have lots of other keywords which are relevant to your target keyword, then of course the algorithm and Google will say, well, wait a minute, this guy is not just talking about one keyword over and over again, but he puts lots of other keywords within his article, and we can read it out, that is actually related to that specific target keyword. So what does it mean? It means basically, when you create keywords which are highlighted here in green, you basically create a funnel and this tornado with all other keywords that are relevant to that specific target keyword and that supports that specific target keyword. So what does it mean? It means, let's say if you have here one keyword and one page you really want to target, it's not about that you rewrite and mention that specific target keyword all the time in your article and in your text. It's quite the opposite. You basically make sure that you have a very broad range from all these relevant keywords, different ones, which are basically supporting your target keyword. So, in other words, let's say if you are in beekeeping or something like this, and that would be the beekeeping target keyword, then that specific keyword over here would be I don't know, like buying bees, or like this one would be selling bees, or this one would be a bee queen, or like whatever, all relevant keywords to your target keyword. Well, of course the question is, what are relevant keywords? And I will show you then later also when I'm using SE Cockpit what are relevant keywords. But basically all the keywords that are relevant to the target keyword will be added into that specific page. And that is the so-called alien tornado method that works really very, very well. So, you know, when I mark this here a little bit with this red line, you can clearly see that it's basically like a funnel, and it directs all the power from all the other keywords to your target keyword, which is very, very, very powerful. So basically when you look at that tornado now and you combine both, you basically see that's the way to go, and that's the basic fundamental understanding of the tornado technique or method. But of course you have to keep in mind that this is just the foundation right now, because of course it is important what specific keywords do you use, how do you set it up, and how and what keywords are supporting your target keyword. But if you do understand that specific base method, you are doing already very well. And then in the next tutorials I'm going to show you how you actually use them in action and how it really works setting up a page like that.